What's up, everybody? We've been locked up for a long time, and now I'm finally getting on the road again, so I hope to see you. Me and Chrissy D, if you don't know, will be in Dallas, San Antonio, Houston, St. Louis, Columbus, and on New Year's Eve in Cincinnati. That's the whole week after Christmas. And then I will be on tour solo in Des Moines, Indianapolis, Cleveland, San Diego, L.A., Burlington, a second show added at Foxwoods, Detroit, Pittsburgh, Albany, Washington, D.C., which is really Tyson's, Virginia, Madison, Wisconsin, and Chicago, all in Jan and February. All of those are on sale right this second at salvulcanocomedy.com. Can't wait to see you guys. God bless.
Taste buds, they coming to the mic, talking about the food they hate, talking about the food they like. Two fools gonna fight, but only one food can be right. Taste buds, man, yeah, they coming to the mic. I'm talking taste buds.
Hello, Taste Buddies. Welcome to the Taste Bud Podcast. My name is Sal Vulcano, and I have with me
Brian Quinn.
That's right. Joe DeRosa looks a little different today. We are lucky enough to have BQ on with us, which will be fun. Hopefully, it'll be more in the future. Joe DeRosa is tending to Joey Rose's bar duty. I got to take a roll of this thing. Yeah, maybe let's do that. Can I do that?
Yeah, I don't have one.
I'll just get wild. I'll just get wild with
it.
It's all right. We have a great guest today. My best friend and former What Say You.
Not former.
Yeah, not former because we're always active. You never know when we'll spring back.
We're like herpes in that way. You know, it's like we'll come back your wedding day.
We're lying dormant right now.
Yeah.
But you guys, once you stop taking your Valtrex, we are there. So Joe could not be with us. Q is admirably filling in. And okay, so we had to think about what we would battle. Yeah. And as you guys know, we're going to do a couple. We might do a food one, but we thought of one that was completely organic to us.
Have you done it with somebody else besides Joe yet, or just he's done it without you?
The only thing we've done so far, if I can get it right, is Ari was a guest.
Yeah.
And Ari, he came on, and we didn't know if we were going to do, Ari just sits in, or Ari takes a side, or me and him versus Ari.
Okay.
It ended up that we wanted to do cereal, and Joe and I's favorite cereal is the same. It's Captain Crunch with berries. And so we have a list of things like that. Right. And so when we have that, we're like, oh, if we like something the same, we have a guest, we'll go against that. So we did Captain Crunch berries versus... what was it, Pimp? Honey Nut Cheerios. Ari came in and won.
Okay.
He was our first guest. He won by like 1%. That was close, right? Yes. Okay, when I was out, they did one. But yeah, that was really it. And then Ari sat in on one. But really, I've never done one without Joe here.
Okay, this is great.
This is fun. And we were thinking about what we would be able to do, and we talked it out as one that Joe and I can't do because we're on the same page with. And it just hit me like a ton of bricks. And people who know us and know Impractical Jokers and know the show and just know our past know that you are a cat person, my friend.
Yeah, I have 3 cats.
You have 3 cats. You love them. I could vouch that you love them more than any human being. It's true.
Yeah, it is true.
Especially Benjamin Cat. Your cats are Benjamin,
Brooklyn, and
Chessie. Yeah. Lovely cats.
They're great.
I go to your house.
An array of personalities.
For the most part, I keep distance. They keep distance. I remember one time in your old house when you left real quick at your old house, and I was there. I don't know if you remember this.
You got hissed at?
Well, you left, and it was just a very quick thing. You're like, let me run out. I'll be right back. I'm like, sure. And cats weren't on my mind.
Okay. And
then I was sitting at your dining room table, and then they all emerged.
Yeah.
And
they're like people.
Yeah, they just like coming toward me. And I remember I called you, and I'm like, we forgot you have cats. Like, I don't know. I was frozen with fear at the dining room table.
I'm sure I was just stop being a pussy or something like that. Yeah.
So most recently, like this whole summer, we were hanging out, and all through like quarantine, I was with you.
Yeah.
And Benjamin is fine. Keeps
he's old.
His distance.
He's
you have one cat though that's a real son of a bitch, I think.
No. That
was that a friend's cat? I don't
know.
I
was cat sitting for a little bit.
That cat straight up just went into a karate stance and started swiping at me.
Yeah, but his claws weren't out.
But I mean,
he's playing.
He's showing aggression though.
Well, he was that cat that you're talking about. He takes a little getting used to.
Yeah,
I'm not going to say that all cats are like you could dive in with all of them.
Yeah,
but that cat, his name was Richard. He
let's call him Dick.
Let's call him Ringo. because I think he was named after Ringo's real name is Richard Starkey.
I actually didn't know that. I was about to ask you, do you mean Ringo Starr?
Yeah, so I think the owner named Richard after original name was Ringo. Was like, I don't want to call him Ringo. Everybody does, so went for the original name.
Oh, that's cool.
So Richard is a special cat. He is very rambunctious, and what appears to be extreme aggression is unfortunately him just playing.
From someone who's out of the loop.
I get it.
He did what the cat that traumatized me did. The initial cat that traumatized me was our buddy Steve's cat, Sebastian, I believe his name was.
It's a good name.
And he used to hang out in the basement, and you know how basements have like a half wall sometimes that go around them? Yeah. Well, I used to go through the back door to go in his basement, and that cat used to be on the half wall, like about like this high, so face level. And I would always forget, and every time he had two Dobermans that I wasn't too, they were Apollo and like another Greek name.
Zeus.
So it might have been Zeus and Apollo. And I was scared of them because they would come charging. So I would always come in the door very slowly, look for them, and Sebastian was on the half wall and would just be like, and swipe at my face.
Do you ever consider that you're their house? Like,
sure,
you're a giant lumbering.
You walked into my house. I didn't sucker punch you.
No. But you invited me into your house. These cats are just chilling out in their homes, and then
that's an inherent issue with them. Then that's a problem.
Well, but the dogs as well.
Yeah, but the dogs.
Well, did you even say that it's dogs versus cats yet, or did we just get into cats?
I don't think we said it yet.
I don't think you said it yet.
Well, I love dogs. I hate cats. I'm scared of them. Right. I don't like them. I think they're born of the devil. And so this is the perfect organic matchup for me and you. Yeah. Dogs versus cats. Me and DeRosa wanted to do it. It was going to be one of the very first non-food battles we did because we wanted the first one to be pretty polarizing.
Yeah.
And we were like, he's like, but I can't. I like dogs. And we're like, God damn it.
Well, I like dogs. I love dogs.
Right, but I have a clear cats, and I do not like cats.
Yeah.
And so here we are.
But I've been bitten by dogs. I don't hold it against dogs. Like I've been terrified by dogs. There was a York. What are those white ones? Yorkshire Terriers, the little puffy white ones.
Yeah.
Named Popcorn. When I was like 9, Popcorn he barked and backed me into a corner, and terrified the shit out of me. I was crying.
Really?
But I don't even hold all terriers.
Well, it's interesting that you say that because I have been bit by dogs on multiple occasions, but yet I don't hold anything against dogs. And I think the reason is that when they're not biting you, they're your best friend, for real. They are more like when they're not biting you, they are doing things that cats don't do.
Like what?
They are.
'Cause I think you got some misconceptions.
They are listening.
Cats listen.
They listen to commands.
Okay.
You could tell them, hey, no, sit, stay, get up over there. Go to bed. Let's go outside. You want to go outside? Who's that? You could do all these things. Dogs speak to you. They listen to their name.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like the cats will do that for me.
I've never seen a cat do that.
Oh, Benjamin, I could have. I'm not. I swear, it's going to sound like I'm giving you something to make fun of. I'm not.
Right.
I mean it. Like he will pretty much do what I tell him to. This is what I'm saying.
I don't think it's documented that cats can understand shit like that.
No, they can be trained, of course.
I think they write their own rules.
No,
I never see a cat trainer ever.
What are you talking about? We were in Key West. We saw that
cat trainer?
There was a guy who was doing the cat stunt show at the dock.
Yes. A cat stunt show.
There's a guy
stunts.
Yeah, there's a guy in Key West in Sunset Square. No, this guy, he's like
Super Dave Osborne.
Look, we were in our 20s the first time we went to Key West.
Yeah.
And that guy was there. I was in Key West a few months ago, and he was still there.
No.
Yeah, he's a guy. He has these. You go into pet stores and they have like those various levels of cat houses where they're like tall and short and they have holes in them and the cats just go around.
Yeah.
So
they have like carpeted ones.
Yeah, that's it. So he sets up like 3 of those, and then he'll go. The way he speaks to the cats, he'll go, hup, yeah, hup, yeah.
That's the right point. He has to adapt to the cat.
No, he's a showman. Oh, is that him?
I think this is him, though.
My God, Key West Sunset Cat Show.
This is him.
I've never seen anything. This is like a circus cat. I've never seen anything like this.
I think that's him as a young man.
Yeah, this is from 91.
Yeah.
I have never seen.
You're in the background.
Oh, man, that would be something.
You've been there enough. I have never seen a cat do tricks, listen to commands, do stunts, put on a show. I see dogs all the time.
I once in Key West. This is him. Wow, I heard the rumor about this guy is he put 3 kids through college doing this show.
Oh, I thought you were going to say like he put 3 cats through a meat grinder. The way you said it sounded ominous. I heard a rumor about this guy. Yeah.
He's collecting dollars. See that cat turn around? This is that's tax free. No. You're seeing the start of the show.
You labeled them cat stunts.
No. That's look. There's
Oh my God!
Right.
Okay, let's tell them what we're watching. First of all, the opening trick was the cat turned around
Because
the cat did a 360. I was about to mock it
because he has to win over people like you that think cats can't be trained. He's got to show.
I know, but you called him stunts, and then the cat, he was like, yeah, and then the cat just turned, and I was like, well, that's not very impressive. And the next split second, he lit a flaming hula hoop. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a big graduation from an about face.
Yeah. And that cat, I think we just missed. Oh, there he goes. Sets the loop on fire. Look, that cat can't wait to do the trick. That's not a stunt?
Okay.
That's not a stunt.
Okay, he did land on the other pedestal. Because the thing is, the guy, first of all, the flame
If True came to you and said, we want you to jump through a flame loop,
which they did.
And you said no.
Yes. I will say the flame is a low flame. It's not blaring so much. So I don't even know if the cat.
Come on,
I don't even know if the
it's
cat
a windy
senses
day.
the
Look at
danger.
how windy it is. Look at how windy it is. That's
and
why.
I'll tell you one other thing I noticed in this guy's doing. All right, he's cheating a little bit. His flaming hula hoop is on a stick, and when the cat jumps, he moves the stick to accommodate the cat in the air.
Yeah, but that means. but we're not talking about the level of competence in jumping through. We're talking about can cats be trained?
Okay. Well, I mean,
all right. Now he has 3 kids. Cat jumping from kid to kid like they're bridges.
That's funny. That's weird.
Yeah.
There's children. The cat's jumping on all of them to get to the next one.
This guy is so old now. Remember the guy on the ferry that used to be like, shine, shine? He looks like
put
that
his
now.
kids through college.
Yeah.
Shout out to that guy. If you're watching, and you aren't, because I think you
I think he's
passed.
died.
But
Yeah, I think
God
he died.
bless you. We loved you. You were part of New York and part of this
That
ferry.
was part of my life. I'll never forget him.
Yeah, I've got many shines from him.
Yeah? I only did one, and I felt so bad about it. But somebody did try to rip him off, and I chased the guy down. And
Really?
yeah, me and a bunch of me and like 4 other people.
Oh, everyone would rally behind that guy.
Yeah, yeah.
So there was this guy. So when we were growing up, he was on the ferry. I'd say 25 years of my life.
Felt like my whole life when I was 25.
And he'd just walk around, a little old guy. I don't really know if
He's from Italy.
He
He's
would
from
smoke
Naples.
that great English.
Nah, shine.
Yeah, that's all he would say.
Shine.
He'd walk around with a shoe shine box, like an old school, like one that
That's
you
in a
cobbled.
museum. That's in a museum.
Is it?
The shoe shine box in the Staten Island Museum.
Oh.
Isn't that cool? Yeah.
I still have my grandpa's of that
Yeah.
exact thing.
Yeah.
And
We
my
slid
grandpa
that
used to
wooden-
sign his own shoes, and
yeah.
he built that box himself. My
That's
grandpa,
cool.
and then I took it from him. Yeah, when I have it now. But the guy would just walk around and just go. He'd stay on the ferry all day long. Because the businessmen going back and forth, like when I worked in an office from late '99 to like 2002, and every once in a while I get you just would do it. It would feel good too. It always felt good to get a shoe shine. It's like getting a haircut. You feel like a new man after.
Feel sharp.
You feel sharp, and then it's also there's this like massaging effect because he's really like he was like whoosh, like he did it really
It was
really
no
well.
nonsense, man.
No
it was
nonsense.
like
Sounds like a guy with thick hands. You know?
Yeah, he had weathered,
gnarly,
meaty paws.
yeah.
With and under the nails was a lifetime of wax. But he would just go shine. That's all he said.
shine.
Shine, and then you just go like you hail him like a cab.
I remember it being $2.50, and then when he retired, it was like $5. Right?
It was always reasonable.
Yeah,
You always
yeah.
gave him way more than double. $2 to give him $4 or
I wonder
$5.
how he stumbled on that hustle. Like, how did he?
The local paper did an article on him. I think he was from Naples, and he came here and just entrepreneured his way into it. And I remember as a kid,
No
when I was
tax.
a kid. Oh, no tax.
No tax at all.
None with the cat show either, for sure.
Yeah.
As a kid, I remember looking at him like, when you're a kid, you could be all sorts of things. You're like a psycho. I remember looking at the guy as almost like to be pitied when I was young.
Uh-huh.
And then as I got older, my respect for the guy grew through high school to the point when I was in my 20s. Loved him.
He was part of the city, part of Staten Island.
But even I loved that he was part of the background of my life, but I respected him so much for just the hard work and doing what he did and going. And it was a change because I remember being like, look at this fucking poor old fool.
Yeah.
And then
And who knows? Over the 20 years he did it or more that I remember, we grew with him. Because when you're a Staten Islander, especially back in the day, or especially when I was at that age going into the city, but you took the ferry. I took the ferry every day for 5 years, so you saw him every single day. Some people take the ferry every day for their whole lives.
Yeah.
But Yeah, he no pun intended, but I read the profile on him, and they said they did a profile on him. They said that he put his kids through college. I don't know if that was like, but that's what everyone's heard about him.
Yeah.
So I was just gonna say he put his kids through college on the heels.
That's great, man.
On the heels of the
Yeah, I wish
shoe
they
shine.
would name a ferry boat off of him. Wait, what'd you say?
Hey, I said he put his kids through college on the heels of. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, tassels.
You really
something to something that.
You really laced up that chick. I don't know. So cats can be trained.
But then finally, I guess one day somebody gave him a boot. All right,
wow.
let me stop. We love him. We love him. We love him.
He's dead now. His soul is up in heaven.
Is it crazy that?
I hope so. It's not on that boat.
Yeah, to this day, like late at night, if you go in the bowels of the ship, you hear shine.
Shine.
Shine. He what was I gonna say about him? Oh, come on, wherever. Oh,
he had a brother too.
I was gonna say, because wasn't there like an alternate?
There were two.
It was like Gallagher and Gallagher too. Yeah, because I was like, isn't it wild that in those 3-4 decades, however long he did it, nobody came up because he didn't have. I don't even. He wasn't like he didn't have a permit. I don't think
he had no permit.
Oh
no, that's not true. Later in life, he had to get a permit.
Okay.
I think. Yeah,
Okay.
But no, he didn't need a permit.
Right, he was just like nobody was going to mess with him. It was like no, let him do his thing.
Yeah,
but that means anyone could have like he had nothing in proprietary about it. So somebody could have went on and been like shine, like sheep of shine.
Yeah, I know he had a brother. I remember the brother as well. He was slightly taller, but he wasn't nearly as dedicated to the job. Yeah.
But wait, how the hell do I have a string hanging here somewhere?
I don't see anything.
How the hell did we get on the shoe shine?
This guy.
Oh.
The cat guy. Cat guy. I think we 1-to-1'd it.
So I think you're in a minority when you say that your cat listens to you, listens to commands, listens to his name.
I think that's a reputation cats have. But look, Benjamin is an exceptionally smart cat.
Okay.
And I can communicate very well to him, and he can communicate very well to me. But what?
Cat people are the same.
You're crazy, man, because if I told you that my dog wanted to go outside and looked at me, and I knew that he wanted to go out, you wouldn't even blink. I'm telling you.
Dogs are smart. Dogs speak the
Cats
language of humans.
Smarter than dogs.
I think cats are like they're natural predators. I think they are crafty.
Yeah.
They make do. They could live on the streets.
Smart.
They're efficient. They're wily. They might be keen, but maybe in their smartness, they make a decision somewhere along that to neglect their caretaker or their owner. Yes, they do, because I have a.
Yes, they do.
Because
I own them.
But I think I think you're one of those people who really like just maybe has a connection, because my whole life I've seen thousands of people and just they have absolutely no connection to their cat. The cat does not listen to them. It doesn't do anything that you want it to do. They call it. It'll look at you, go the other way. There's no jurisdiction for 95% of cat owners. It is my belief that there is no jurisdiction over that animal that they have whatsoever. Whereas a dog, I think the other way around. I think 99% of owners are like, go on the bed, go upstairs. You want to eat? What's the matter? Something's wrong? You want to go outside? Who's that? Sit, stand, roll, heel, jump, anything you want. And I mean, that's like, I walk into a house and everybody can make their dog do all of those things. Everyone. And so it's not even like, it's like par for the course. Whereas a cat, I was shocked when you were like, well, let me tell you something. My cat listens to me.
Yeah.
It's not what I see as the norm.
Yeah, but what you're doing is wrong. No, what you're doing is wrong. I'm trying to educate you. You're I don't want to, but you're painting an entire species with the same brush.
But it is the MO, right? It is the top line MO of cats.
I don't
They're
see
fickle,
that.
finicky. They play by their own rules. I don't like they don't respect personal space. Even if I don't know you, a cat will walk up to me.
Are you kidding me? How many dogs come up and slobber on you?
Yeah, but they're coming over for affection.
We're not talking about the reason they approach one. And cats are coming. Why do you think cats are coming over to you?
But a dog won't. All right. So if cat comes over, both things.
It's gonna hit you with its head.
Yeah. So both things.
Which is trying to get you to pet it.
Both forks in the road with a cat in front of me, I don't like. One is I'm gonna grind you. And I don't know you. They're gonna grind up against you and rub. That's the equivalent of grinding for me.
Okay,
that was like if I'm in a club dancing and a guy comes up to me behind me to grind me. I'm like, no way.
I told you to stop going to those clubs. That's the reason why. Yeah, but a dog will. And again, I don't want to make it sound like I don't like this with dogs.
They'll jump up on you.
A dog once that tail starts going, it loses its mind.
But not a trained dog. I think any cat will rub against me no matter what you say. They'll come and they rub, and then they get their hair on my pants.
Yeah, but it
feels weird. Man, it feels weird. It feels like it feels like to me. Yeah. It feels like some part of it is sensual to them.
It is a sensual. Because it's rubbing, it's kind of like.
But it feels like you don't rub on someone like that unless you want.
Do you think that these issues that you are having are really on the cat? Because you seem to have very odd angles. No, your approach here is very unusual. Like I mean, sensual.
They'll come back with a bird in their mouth. Birds are harbingers of disease. Right? They're just like they scour to kill.
Yeah, but that's it. And they bring it back to you.
Their disposition is to hunt and kill.
Yeah, they're predators. They're predators.
I know.
But dogs are descended from wolves.
Okay.
How long do you think you got before you stop feeding a dog before it reverts back to the wolf? That dog's your friend as long as you're kept happy, my friend. But there's a fucking point where you ignore it.
Wouldn't that be with anybody? Like if we were all on a deserted island and we didn't have enough food, I think we'd get irritated. Like I feel like I would become like I would think I would have a fight with you guys and be like, I'm not your friend right now because I'm hungry. I've been very hungry. I'm starving.
My point is,
I don't want to hear it.
They have breaking point. But you can't. Is this what you do with Joe every time? Where it's like you just dismiss you don't even like. You're just like, yeah, but it's sensual.
You're taking pot shots at me. All right, now we're getting into it.
No, I'm asking because
Joe's the one that makes blanket statements like you've never seen a single person alive train a cat. Like it's like what?
Yeah. But everything I say, you're like cats that come up on you. And I'm like, well, dogs jump on you too. And you're like, yeah, but
dogs don't rub on you.
Of course they do.
Despite protest in a sensual manner, 99% of the time.
No one has. You're the only person that has dragged sensuality into this. My cats have never given me a sensual feeling.
I get a sense of sensuality. I do. It feels odd to me.
You need to recognize that comes from inside of you.
But it's an elongated shoving of their body into mine. I don't like that.
But dogs will jump on you and hump your leg. I've seen dogs hump legs. I've never seen a cat hump a leg.
That's true about the humping. But
I've never seen a cat hump
a dog's natural disposition is jolly, happy, come play with me. I like you. A cat is keep away from me till I let you know it's okay. And honestly, dogs for the most part don't just attack. I don't like another thing. How cats will just like if a cat's over there all of a sudden, a cat will leap up right here. And then be right in my face, and then I also don't like the way cats all of a sudden spaz out, and they just start going, and they just take swipes at you, and then you just get them the weed that you give them. What is it? The cat weed, and then
catnip,
and then forget about it. I didn't know that did that. I never knew what catnip was. Then one time you threw catnip on the floor in your house.
Oh, how great was that?
Cats looked like they were at a rave. It was insane.
That's awesome.
No, they were acting very, very erratic.
Yeah, but that's why you get. What happens when I give you the human equivalent of catnip? You get erratic too.
I know, but why you? They're already They already play by their own rules. They're already unpredictable. You're gonna you're gonna drug them up.
I live with these cats, and I'm just telling you how it is.
Yeah.
So you interpret this however you want.
Yeah.
I live with these cats. They're roommates to a degree that I know. I can tell you where they're going to be. They're predictable animals. I know where they're going to be. I know what they're going to do. I know how they're going to act when something happens. They're just like dogs. They're just creatures of habit. You're coming into situations where you don't recognize their patterns. I mean, if we're talking about meeting an animal for the first time, I'll grant you that dogs are probably friendly up match, but I didn't realize that was the discussion.
It's cats versus dogs, baby. Right. Anything you want is on the table.
Okay, well then I'll tell you who needs a lot less attention. Okay. It's a cat.
Okay, that's okay.
You know why?
I can see that as a plus, except the reason you get a pet is for companionship.
Exactly.
And I feel like they are a companion when they want to be a companion, whereas a dog is like, I will walk by your side. I mean, why is there the saying that a dog is a man's best friend?
Great publicity.
Really? But you don't think it's born out of the fact that they are that loyal where a cat is like...
It's a pack thing.
The cat is more like, bitch.
No. Some cats, yes, but some dogs as well.
Cats are fancy, you know, like
Cats are not fancy.
Fancy
All
cat.
my cats I found in gutters and streets. There's nothing
I know,
fancy
but
about them.
they
They're
put on
inbred.
airs though once they get in the house.
They don't put on airs. What is
They
with
just-
you?
they-
Why do you think they're sensual? What is this?
They walk around and
They
they
walk.
look at you like there's some sort of regalness, and they're better than you. True or false?
False. I've never looked at a cat and thought that cat thinks it's better
You
than
think I'm
me.
pulling this out of my ass? You
No,
don't
I
see
think-
any recollection of what I'm saying at all.
But what's happening is I'm starting to like actually get a little worried about you because never have I looked at a cat and been like, well, this is sensuality happening. And never have I thought a cat thinks it's better than me.
Yeah,
That's
I
as
do.
weird as saying like a turnip thinks it's better than me. Like
No.
it doesn't
Every time I
think.
see a cat, I think this is a regal,
You
sensual
think-
cat that is a bitch that thinks it's better than me.
You
It
think
shits
that.
in the house. What about the shitting in the house?
It's the greatest thing ever. The shitting in the house. The shitting in the
How?
house is the greatest thing ever.
Most people also do not have their cat smells in the house under control. You do. I would never even know you have a cat.
Yeah, but that's just cleaning the litter box.
Sometimes I walk into a house, and the house, if the house was one of those
look.
pine trees that hangs in a car, the house would be like cat piss and shit smell.
Yeah.
and then you just see tumbleweed of hair going. Like cat
Yeah, but I've been in
owners-
dog owners' house with just clumps of hair everywhere, and
Okay, hair they
and-
shed fine, but I think cat owners. Why do
Buck
cats?
used to shit in the house all the time.
Why does it seem that cat owners collect cats?
Well, I'll tell you why.
That's odd.
Well-
no one's ever like, except Joe Gatto, who has 19 dogs, which is, I mean, we have
Think
to
about
we
that
have to sit
number.
him down. We have to have a talk with him.
Think about that.
I
number.
know it's ridiculous.
19.
I know. He might as well live in the mountains,
But Joe is at the point where and it's admirable. Him and Bessie are just
saving.
giving old dogs a place to die in comfort.
Yeah, I know. That's
So that
great.
19 number just
true.
it
It's-
goes up and down.
Yeah.
It's a noble thing.
Yeah, it's like the stock market.
Yeah, cats are because really there's very little difference between having one cat and having 3 cats in terms of care of the cats. 3 dogs is insane.
They go on autopilot.
They're on
care of
autopilot. Or
themselves.
really, the whole trick to cats is making sure you take care of their litter box. You have to stay on top of the litter box. If
Well,
you don't,
well,
you get that smell.
Okay.
You get that smell.
I don't even. Where are my
actually have
glasses?
I have a weird.
I had glasses. Am I
You had
crazy?
your glasses, yeah. I brought up why dogs are a man's best friend. Also, I wanted to ask you guys, what's the weirdest pet you've ever owned? Have you guys ever done a snake?
No, I never really would do a snake or anything like that. I like animals I could hold. I had a rooster. I lived in my yard.
rooster?
Yeah, for a while.
In an apartment?
No, Staten Island.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So my sister had a chinchilla for a minute, a hot min, and I also had a snake, quote unquote. It was snakes that I used to catch.
You had a snake?
That I used to catch them.
Garden
snakes.
Yeah.
And
Staten Island's rife with them.
yeah, when I was little, everyone we all had one summer we had a phase, and everybody would just go out hunting snakes every day.
Yeah.
And we get 5-gallon buckets,
Yeah.
and in our
Same shit, man.
in our,
That's so
in our
funny.
stupid minds,
Yeah.
I threw rocks, dirt, and leaves in it. Dropped a snake in there, and I'm like, natural habitat done. Like I don't even know what they're supposed to
I
eat.
took an old toy chest and did it, filled it with dirt and the grass.
What does
and
a garden snake eat? Like
I think the bugs.
leaves?
They'll eat like crickets. They'll eat like centipedes and shit like that.
Okay.
They'll just slither
Yeah,
through
because
and
we
eat.
got it in a bucket, and my mom was like, "You're not bringing that in the house." We lived in an apartment building,
Yeah.
and the apartment building was a walk up, and my mom was like, "You're not bringing that in the house," and I was like, "All right." And then I just had a 5-gallon bucket in the whole way to the apartment building under the steps with just live snakes in there for like weeks. Like no one said, and actually all the kids in the neighborhood, we lived in like these garden apartments. So it was like 10 buildings. So that's who was our friends growing up, and everyone was hunting them. So in every building there was just buckets of snakes. Yeah, and then we would play with them. We would put them in our jean pocket, walk around, take them back out.
Yeah.
And one time we found one like this big, and we called him Damien because of Jake the Snake Roberts.
Nice.
He was like a big and we had it for a while, and then we were like, why is this snake not doing well? Probably because
It hasn't eaten. Or
Probably
drank
hasn't
in
eaten.
fucking so long.
I know. I mean, we were children. You know.
I have a question about the dogs though. Why, if dogs are so great
yeah.
and cats are not, why do I have 3 cats and you have 0 dogs?
I have 0 pets. What's up, buddies? I want to talk to you about HelloFresh. HelloFresh is America's #1 meal kit. We already know that. With HelloFresh, you get fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasoned recipes delivered right to your doorstep. You can skip trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. All true. We all use it. I like it. That's why it is America's #1 meal kit. And especially right now, I don't know if I'm coming or going right now, pimp. I'm trying to get my Christmas shopping doing it. I'm eating like I'm buying like prepackaged foods and eating like a savage from the supermarket.
Not good.
But I do try to squeeze in a couple of HelloFreshes a week. Holidays can be hectic, but HelloFresh keep things simple. Recipes that cut back on meal prep and cleanup. It's true. And you can spend less time in the kitchen, more quality time with friends and family, or in my case, probably on Amazon, trying to order something that someone won't like and try to return it. HelloFresh meals are ready in around 30 minutes or less. Plus, there's actually quick and easy 20-minute ones. So it's so funny. It's like 30 minutes is like too much. They got you covered for the 20. It's low prep. It's easy to clean. You get food on the table quicker. All that stuff. They have new stuff so they changed their ingredients. I know a lot of times we were shouting out a lot of these menu items they have, but they recently updated them. They have balsamic and fig beef tenderloin, pecan crusted salmon, chicken sausage and sweet potato soup, which is good. Entertaining. They got you covered with options like holiday cheese and charcuterie boards. Who doesn't love that? And skinny dipped dark chocolate peppermint almonds. I am 1,000,000,000% I didn't know about that. I'm putting that on my next order. Go to HelloFresh.com/tastebuds14 and use code tastebuds14 for up to 14 free meals and 3 free gifts, which is the best deal in town. That's HelloFresh.com/tastebuds14 and use code tastebuds14 for up to 14 free meals and 3 free gifts. America's #1 meal kit, HelloFresh. What's up, Taste Buddies? Let's talk about LightStream. Okay, the holidays are here. This year, give yourself the gift of extra money in your pocket. Pay off your credit card balances and save with a credit card consolidation loan from LightStream. Roll your high-interest credit card payments into just one payment at a lower fixed rate. LightStream's credit card consolidation loans have rates as low as 4.98% APR with auto pay and excellent credit. Get a loan from $5,000 up to $100,000 clams, casino. That's dollars. Let's just say I call them clams. There are no fees, and you can even get your money as soon as the day you apply. I don't see anything wrong with that. That's 2 pluses. LightStream believes that people with good credit deserve a better loan experience, and that's exactly why they deliver. So you know what's coming. Just for our listeners, apply now to get a special interest rate discount and save even more. The only way to get the discount is to go to lightstream.com/tastebuds. LightStream. Isn't that funny? If you just do 2 letters at a time, like I can't follow.
Yeah. I'm like,
You ever see that Kevin James bit?
No,
where he's
no.
like, when people say their number and it's like, you got to go da 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 da. But then he's like, you ever have someone tell you number like 41856 7245. LightStream.com. LightStream.com/tastebuds. Subject to credit approval. Rates range from 4.98% APR to 19.99% APR and include a 0.5% auto pay discount. Lowest rate requires excellent credit, of course. Terms and conditions apply, and offers are subject to change without notice. Visit lightstream.com/tastebuds for more information.
I'm talking about. All right, but why do you have no dogs?
Well, because I can't have a dog right now. I travel too much.
What's that? I travel a lot too. Oh, most of the time you and I travel the same
I fell
amount.
right into that, Trav.
Yeah. So what do you mean?
So you're saying, well, how long can you be away from the house that your cats will self-sustain?
Well.
At one point, are they like, you know what's weird about dogs? I will tell you something.
Yeah.
I feel terrible that they have that separation anxiety, and I guess cats don't have that, or they do.
Well,
Because they feel like, you ever see? I saw a video one time of a guy that, when he left his house, he showed the video of his dog, and his dog was freaking out, like they don't know you're gonna come back.
Buck did that. He used to tear up the couch. He used to really like.
And then you come home and they're like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, they're all
But
worked
like,
out.
how long can you be away from that? Do cats get to that point? If so,
Yeah,
what's the point?
Benjamin. I know. Look, I am toning down my relationship with Benjamin because I don't want to make it seem like it's a bit. It's not. If I'm not around, he'll look for me, and he'll look for me. Like he'll go to rooms that he knows I'm in and look for it. And he's the one where if I walk in the door, he comes to me to see
Right.
me. The other cats just kind of like look at me and whatnot.
Right. So you got yourself a special cat there, but you're applying Benjamin's abilities and Benjamin's all of the wonderful things about him to all cats.
No. But look, Brooklyn is very stupid, and I mean that. And it's like she is the dumbest cat, and like even the vet's like, this cat has to be so inbred that it's like but in it she's almost like cute because how stupid she is. Like
Comic relief.
Forgets where to go. Like she'll get lost in the house. She doesn't like being alone. If I'm not around her, I'll hear her start crying and I have to come up.
Wait, how do you know if she's lost?
I'm telling you, I'll watch
You
her.
just find her with a thumb out, like,
No,
direction.
like she'll just be crying, and then I'll come over and be like, "What's up, baby? You okay?" And then she'll just trot over and stop. But like all right, like you know how. So the way my house is, I have like a top, like a level that's open, and you could see down to the thing. And there's stairs that wrap
the
up
foyer,
to the second
like the
floor.
open-
It's almost it's like a foyer, and you come up the stairs to the second level, and like Brooklyn. I'll lean over the top, and like the stairs are over here, and I'm over here, right, looking over the foyer. And now this cat walks up and down the stairs every day of his life, all day.
Right.
And I'll be like, Brooklyn, how you doing, baby? And she'll look up.
Not sure how to get down.
She won't know how to come up the steps. Will like come up to me and look around and start getting like agitated and like walk. And I'll go, Brooklyn, look. I'll start going, look at the steps over there, baby. Look at the steps over there. And she'll just freak out. And then I'll slowly walk over to the steps, and she'll follow me. And then her eyes will catch the steps. And then she'll be like, oh, yeah, and then come up the steps.
Wow.
I mean, she is dumb.
Dumb as rocks.
I will put the food plate in front of her, and she will if I don't put it down right in front of her, if I put it here, she looks up at me. And I have to be, your plate's right there, sweetheart. And like,
That
and
sounds
like,
exhausting.
yeah, like I'll have to move the plate near her, and she'll look at it and start eating. I mean, she is like dumb.
Where'd you find such a dumb cat?
I found her. I was driving on the BQE.
Oh my God.
By Atlantic Avenue. You know how when you're driving in Atlantic Avenue, it goes into that brick like channel type
Was I
thing?
with you or no?
No.
Okay.
I was driving on the way to work, and I was driving in, and I thought it was a rat at first in the middle of the road, and it was nuts. I was going 60 miles per hour, so I stopped traffic on the BQE right in front of Atlantic Avenue, and I stopped all the traffic, and
It's between the two brick walls, so there's nowhere for it to
there's
go.
no way. She was so brave. She was like, there was the divider in between the two lanes of traffic, and she was trying so hard to jump over. And that's when I was like, that's not a rat, that's a kitten. Stopped traffic, and a fruit truck pulled up, and she jumped into the engine of the fruit truck and started burning her little paws. And she was going, meow, meow, meow. She was only 5 weeks old. She was this tiny kitten. So I grabbed her, and we went to Florida that night. We were going from set to the airport. So I had someone bring it to the vet, and we were going to Florida for shows. And I said to the vet, look, I'll pay for whatever it needs. We got to find her home. I already had 2 cats at that point. I'm like, I can't have another cat. And then when we were in Florida, the vet called and like, you're never giving away this cat. This is the sweetest cat in the world. And she's just like an adorable little, she's sweet. She would never attack. She would never do anything like that. She's like a stuffed animal.
A lot of
She's so
times when
sweet.
I pass a cat, this happened when I used to live in my few apartments ago, and I lived in the back of the driveway.
Yeah.
And I used to have to go down this driveway to get to my thing, and there would always be a cat there, like not the same cat, but like a lot of times the same cat.
Yeah.
And it would be in the driveway. And
Right.
I would have to walk like a good 50 feet down the driveway and then turn to get to the door where I lived. And the cat would just stay there, and I would never want to pass it because every time I ever pass a cat, like I would say 8 out of 10 times I pass a cat, they do that thing with their back.
Right.
Where they go up, where they are like, I'm about to attack you. It's so aggressive.
But how many times have you been attacked?
Well, like physically attacked?
Yeah. Not menaced.
Well, menacing is
Not threat of like an attack.
Menacing is adjacent to attack.
But you're not understanding. Like you this is
They'll
weird.
go,
It's some arrogance about you where you're like it's your world and it's your driveway.
but
you're walking
I
down
have
the
to
driveway.
walk-
That's the cat's
I'm
driveway
afraid to.
too.
That's why I'm afraid to walk by it. And
Right.
I go, please, go,
So
go.
you just want compliant animals.
Compliant, but like, how do I get to my door then?
You just walk past it.
No, because it's going to attack me.
But did you get past it?
I don't want to. If I see a hooligan in the street with holding a weapon or whatever,
Yeah.
and I know that hooligan's up to no good, I'm not going to cross the street. I'm not going to pass by. I'm going to go on the other side.
I think you look at people who aren't hooligans and think they're hooligans.
I think cats are hooligans.
I don't think cats are
So,
hooligans.
and I said to the cat, "Shoot, get out of here! Get out of here! Go! Any
Right.
little thing." And it just stayed there. And then I
well,
gotta
now
go,
you're menacing
and
it.
then I got to go by it. Then as soon as I go by it, it goes, "Ah," and I go, "Ah," and I
You
just
just
run.
spent 5 minutes gesturing wildly at it and screaming at it. Like, how is it not supposed to feel threatened by you, a creature that's 10 times bigger than it? Like, what are you talking about?
But you're not giving any credence to anything I'm saying.
I understand what you're saying, but I think you're overblowing it. Why don't we try this just for fun? What do you like about dogs?
I don't mind kittens
Oh, kittens are the best.
because they're.
You loved Brooklyn. When I brought Brooklyn a set,
I don't feel
yeah.
threatened by kittens, but once it gets full cat,
Nah, if you raised that kitten, it wouldn't turn into a cat.
Yeah.
Chessie is he has no claws. He was declawed before I got him.
Yeah, but yet he still swipes. They still swipe.
Right, because they're not trying to hurt.
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying. That's an
Yeah.
unpleasant thing, but I mean, we can complain about these things, but like, like a dog? Like, I think there's a lot more similarities than you think. Like, what do you like about a dog? We'll break it down one by one.
Okay.
Let's be positive about this.
Okay. I love that a dog is always happy to see you. I love that a dog is insanely loyal. I love that a dog will follow you from room to room. It'll stay near you. I love that a dog will protect you at any cost.
All right.
I love that a dog answers to his
I think
name.
let's take it one by one.
All right.
All right. You like a dog is happy to see you.
Fetch.
Yeah, but you can do
Just
that with a cat.
fun-ass
You can get
shit.
like a toy with it. Cats do the same thing.
Yeah.
They'll you get a little mouse toy, you throw it, they'll bring it back to you and all that stuff. That's
right.
fine. But do you have can you pull up something for me, man?
Yeah, of course.
There's that video. I mean, just go to YouTube.
Also,
and
I wanted to hit those things you were putting up. They were probably some good talking points, but I missed them all.
That's okay.
could you find that video of like a cat protecting the child from the dog?
Okay.
Have you ever seen this video?
Oh, yes, I have. It runs out of nowhere, right?
Out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It is.
That's it.
So this is a dog that's menacing a toddler, and this cat, because it's bonded to a family, just
Yeah.
like you're saying the dogs are, comes out and saves this cat.
So a
life.
dog goes to run up on a kid, right? And then the cat just goes
Cat just
wild.
fucking is like, get away from my kid. Oh, this is like what's that dog doing? Look at that dog.
Is the dog really going to attack the kid, though?
Start dragging.
Oh my God. Okay, the dog attacked him.
Look at that.
That's amazing.
And the cat even looks to the girl to make sure she's all right before he goes after the dog again.
Wow.
Oh, he keeps chasing the dog.
And the
Oh,
cat
that was
knows
good.
that's the end of my property.
Well, that may be the best PR you have for cats ever right there.
That's wild.
That was wild. The dog grabbed the kid by the pants, knocked him to the ground, started dragging him out of the driveway. A cat jets out of... Put in Hero Cats. Oh, you could probably show this, right? Because there's no audio.
Oh, yeah, we're good.
Yeah. And it just jets out. I love that it jets out, takes like
With
just
a
goes
mission.
nuts, looks back, you good, and then runs after that.
Yeah.
Well, that was a great cat and a shit dog. But if we're playing the numbers, the actual statistics,
What
it's
number?
the other way
All
around.
right, show me the statistics. Not what you've made up in your head with the sensuality and all that stuff. Like, show me the statistics.
One thing you haven't brought up is how much noise dogs make.
Yeah. You know what the problem is, Pimp, is that I don't have.
I don't want to say anything negative about the dogs. But
I'm not. I have nothing against dogs. I love dogs, but I understand we're in a battle here. But you're right. Look, dogs are high maintenance. High maintenance.
they're
creatures.
walking 3 times a day. At
Walking
least,
3 times a
and
day.
getting them exercise. Certain breeds, you got to get them exercise.
picking up the shit.
Yeah,
disposing the
well, you
shit.
pick up the shit too.
Sure, but it's
I'd
a
rather
scoop.
pick up the shit in a beautiful park or on the sidewalk than to pick
Try
up the
me
shit
at 2 a.m.
in my hallway.
when it's 30 degrees
Okay,
out.
fair point. Fair play.
Yeah,
Fair play.
talk to me then.
Fair play.
You know?
Fair play.
The noise. The barking. You know.
Well, but cat. What about when you go to a dog park and dogs are all like, they're all friends. You bring a cat home and you're like, this is your new brother or sister. They're gonna live with you, and the cats are like, I may kill him, so you gotta keep an eye.
I've done that 3 times, and they
But
all
you know
been
what I'm
fine.
saying? You're
It
like, I
can
really
happen.
hope that they accept him. Otherwise, if they're not, they're gonna kill him.
Yeah, but you don't think there's any cases of a guy bringing a dog home, the dog's not getting along?
I think after a certain point, it's like, all right, we're bros.
Well, with the cats as well. That's what I'm saying. For cats, you say first meeting. For dogs, it's after a while they're bros.
AIDS.
Feline AIDS,
Yeah.
which doesn't transfer to humans. It's just a cat virus. You don't think dogs?
AIDS, dogs, AIDS? No, I don't
People
think.
get worms from dogs.
Point.
Would you have a dog that can give you worms, or a cat that can't give you AIDS?
Yeah. All right. Well. All right. Is this a top 10 reasons for someone why cats are better than dogs? Yeah. Okay.
Oh, all right.
Let's read through this.
There's more than 10, but anyway, this is the most interesting one to me: the carbon footprint of the pets.
Okay. 2000.
Well, okay.
Lower carbon footprint than a dog. A 2009 study from New Zealand. I mean, who trusts the Kiwis? Showed that owning a dog was equivalent to owning a Hummer. When it comes to carbon footprint, while not perfect, owning a cat was only equivalent to a Volkswagen Golf. That sounds like a suspect.
I'm telling you, cats are very affectionate. If they love you, cats are like they're like. You know who the cats are?
Who?
You know who cats are?
Who?
Cats are Dom Toretto. Cats are family, ride or die.
Cats live their life a quarter mile at a time.
That's it, man.
I think cats are Dominic Toretto from the Fast and Furious
I
franchise.
believe that cats
They
are
look out for their
once
family.
your family.
Yeah.
It's above everything.
Uh-huh.
You know?
Really?
Yes. Yeah. I'm not saying that that's not true of dogs, but I'm trying to get you over on the cat side of things. Like there might be.
But think about when a lot of people don't like Dominic Toretto. He thinks who he is.
Who are these
he
people?
barges in. He thinks he owns the place. He roughs people
Sal,
up.
why do you?
He's got a
think-
real graspy voice.
I'm not going to take seriously the opinion.
He's fancy. He
of
wears his chains, his gold
He's
chains.
sensual.
He's sensual. Yeah, I can show you in every single movie there's sensuality.
See what I'm talking
coming off
about?
him.
Now you've seen he's more and more like a cat. Yeah, but how much would you even want to spend time with anybody that doesn't like Dom Toretto in your personal life?
No, I wouldn't.
Right.
Because I somehow Dominic Toretto got his hooks in me.
Yeah.
His claws.
You, me, the entire world. They're up to
I
Fast and Furious 200.
Yeah.
You know?
He's the right amount of camp. I don't know what it is.
Gruff.
It's I mean, no disrespect
And
to Mr.
dogs.
Diesel, but Dominic, I mean that franchise, we did a what would you call it? We did a 9-10 episode. We did a watch along with every single Fast and the Furious movie on our podcast.
Except for Tokyo Drift. We still owe them Tokyo Drift.
But we did it. So every single episode was a movie, and we'd say, all right, ready, everybody, hit start, and then hit pause at 20 minutes and come back.
So you guys did like Mystery Science Theater.
Pretty much. So we'd watch
awesome.
the 20
Yeah.
minutes, and we'd tell the instructions for them to watch the 20 minutes at that moment. So that the second in real time that we came back, we all watched the first act or the first 20 minutes. Then we discuss it, and we did that through all of them.
Yeah.
And we did it so much that they contacted us.
Yeah.
Paramount contacted us.
We did a screening of Fast 8.
And we hosted a screening of Fast 8. We filled the theater to
It was
capacity.
so much fun.
And then we watched it with all the fans. We hosted it. We all saw it for the first time. And then we went from the theater to Gotham Comedy Club. Everyone from the theater, all 300 people, went to Gotham. And then we did the live pod about Fast and
That
Furious.
was
We used to
fun.
do shit like that.
That's sick.
We did a field trip with our listeners to see Gallagher.
Oh, that was so much
Yeah,
fun.
we used to.
Then we
used
went to sing karaoke afterwards with them. It was a
Yeah.
good time. Yeah.
Yeah, we that was like early. That was because we
was
started
great.
the podcast in 2013, so we were doing like some pretty adventurous
Yeah.
stuff
And then,
with our
and
listeners.
then Jokers got so busy and we started touring so much that it kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
But just to finish my analogy, and
Yeah.
I don't know if we're running out of time. I don't know. How we're doing.
we could go, but
He-
you should.
Dom Toretto.
I'm going to give you a little softball. Though.
Wait.
I mean, you could do pit bulls. You can get.
Yeah.
They have bad PR. I would defend it, but you
Yeah.
can take hits at dogs if you want.
But
I'm ready. So Toretto, get back to.
I'm just saying, like, cats are like Dom Toretto, and dogs are like Jim Carrey's character in The Cable Guy. That's what I think it is. Like just eager to please, in your face when you don't want it. You ever try to have sex with a dog around? Like that dog's fucking trying to get in. That dog's trying to turn it into a fucking three-way.
Really?
Yeah, that
I
dog's
never
on
have.
the bed. You got to push it off. Have you had this experience?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't think a cat's going to jump on the bed?
Oh, I have gotten busy in a lot of them with cats. They are not jumping on the bed.
Oh, see, that's another thing. I would never, ever be
Yeah.
able to have relations in front of my animal.
Well, you would in front of a cat because you wouldn't even know it was in the room.
I don't like that. Another reason I don't like cats. You just give me more reasons. I don't want to be spied on.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it's looking at you. You think it's very sensual, but I don't think it's looking at you in that way.
How could you even? I couldn't even be in the mental state to do anything if a cat was just perched up, just like.
Yeah, but if it's sleeping at the other end of the couch,
It's now on the same bed.
Oh, yeah,
it's on
of
the
course.
couch.
it's sleeping over there,
I
man. You can't do that.
Sound off in the comments if you're a pet owner and you don't mind if your dog, cat, or pet comes into the room, jumps on the bed, is walking around the background.
Yeah.
Do you let your pet be in the room when you are having intimate moments? Do you do that? Let me know. Sound off.
I do
Because
it. I'm not ashamed.
I think that maybe people get numb to it, but I think my first position on that is that is weird and unsettling.
Yeah. Well, I just know that when I make love. I'm so focused on her pleasure.
Oh, God. I mean, how many pussies do you need in the room?
As many as I can get normally. Normally,
Hey guys, let's talk about Allbirds right now. If you don't know, Allbirds is a shoe company, or they were, and now they are expanding. And I first heard about them like a couple of years ago. I was sent a pair of Allbirds actually.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, at a cold. And I was like, what is this? And I wore them, and I would never say this if it was not true. I put them on, and they were so comfortable. I can only wear certain types of shoes because I have flat feet. I have such bad flat feet.
Me too.
We talked
Flat
about
feet,
this?
knock knees.
Yeah. Yes. Right. So I went to the doctor to tell him I had flat feet. You know when they did, like they don't like when you tell them what's wrong with you. I was like, I have flat feet. He's like, yeah. I told you this. And he's like, just take off your socks and shoes, whatever. This was years ago. And then he was doing something. He turned around. And he went, oh shit. He said that about my feet. That's how bad they are. So I used to wear orthotics. This is from a young age.
Yeah, me too.
Until shoes now, the technology in shoes started coming out that I actually could get rid of those and just wear shoes. Allbirds is one of the pairs of shoes that I wear where I need nothing else and I could actually walk a bit. I love them so much that I got my dad 2 pairs. I got my grandma a pair. So yeah, Allbirds make cozy shoes and apparel from premium natural materials. That's the other thing. It's all natural. They're not just comfy. They're better for the planet. Allbirds are gifts that feel as good to give as they do to wear. Let's see. Allbirds performance gear stands up to the toughest workouts. The Tree Dasher running shoes, the Natural Run apparel, and new trail runners are durable, comfy, and tread lighter on the planet. Yeah, they have apparel now too, which is what I was saying. That's something I really want to check out. Cushy wool dweller slippers, so comfortable. Ridiculously soft R&R sweats. I gotta try the new sweats, man. If it's anything like the shoes. And new merino wool scarves and beanies are the ultimate cozy holiday companions. They're machine washable, so they stay fresh and clean no matter how often you wear them. Free shipping and free returns. My dad throws them right in the washing machine, actually. Allbirds is on a mission to reverse climate change. They are a B Corp, making the environment a stakeholder in their business. So give comfort and feel joy this holiday season. Make a great gift, I'm telling you. Find your own pair or one to gift at allbirds.com today. That's ALLBIRDS.com. Taste Buddies, let's talk about Boll Branch. Boll Branch is an amazing company that I have my sheets from. Look, I give gifts. I give really good gifts. I'm not ashamed to say it because I take pride in it. I'm the guy that has a notes in my phone, and when I hear that someone wants something or I see something that I think someone like, I keep a running list, and then come December, I refer to my list. Boll Branch, no joke. Sheets. I gave my mom Boll Branch sheets. They're on my list of gift giving because I always say that we live a third of our lives in bed. And I say do not skimp on 3 things: footwear, bedding, and life experience. And so bedding is that important to me. And I'm telling you right now, Boll Branch makes a good gift. They are comfortable. Like a lot of times people just accumulate sheets. They're like umbrellas. Like you ever see like go to people have one sheet. It's not a set. They have one sheet around a thing, one pillowcase with florals on it. It's like from like 1960 because you don't throw that stuff out. The best thing you could ever do is do yourself a favor or give the gift of a good night's sleep and buy a fresh set of sheets. I contest that the 2 best feelings in the world are getting into bed with a fresh pair of sheets or putting on a fresh pair of socks. Boll Branch holds themselves to high standards across the board, from sourcing pure organic cotton to putting workers' rights first. And that's not just their sheets that are made the right way. They do pillows, bath towels, and robes too. That's something I'm very interested in that I have not tried yet that I want to try. Their signature hem sheets are their all-time bestseller if you're looking on the website. They're beloved for many reasons, but they get softer with every single wash. They are buttery soft, no joke, and they're lightweight. So another thing with me is I sleep on a memory foam mattress, which can run hot, and so I run hot at night. So depending on the sheets I use, I wake up sweating or not, and with my Boll Branches, it's a cool comfort cruise, babes. Treat yourself and your loved ones to the new standard in bedding from Boll Branch. Their gifts come wrapped and ready to give in their special holiday packaging. Order by 12/19, December 19th, for guaranteed delivery by Christmas. Best deals of the year going on now from December 16th to December 23rd with promo code TasteBuds at bollandbranch.com. That's BOLL and branch.com. Promo code TasteBuds. Exclusions may apply.
Yeah, but what about like pit bulls where they're like you can't have certain breeds, you can't bring certain breeds around children?
It's true. That's odd.
I mean, that's like.
What about this though? What about this? What about the fact that there are like hundreds of breeds of dogs and they look different and every cat looks the same?
Talk about every cat looks the same. One's orange, one's
Not
Benjamin's
the color,
black.
though. They all kind of look the same.
No,
That's
no,
weird
no.
to me.
No. Could you pull up a
There's
Russian
a hairless
blue
cat.
A Russian blue cat.
Look, there's a puffy cat, a regular cat, and a hairless cat. There's 3 cats.
No. Look at how fat and puffy this one looks.
Yeah, but it looks like the same as any other cat.
That does not look like.
But if that cat walked in the room, it just looks like a cat. They all look the same. I mean,
no, we got the cats with the giant hair.
Well, there's a puffy cat, a regular cat, and a hairless cat. It's all about the hair length on a cat. Otherwise, they all
Yeah, but
look
then you could just say all humans look the same.
But dogs look crazy different.
Yeah, but you know why that is? Is because dogs that's all man-made. Dogs don't look like that. Every breed that you're discussing is a man-made breed.
But there's still a certain amount of breeds, like the original breeds. Before we did a cockapoo.
They came from wolves. Everything else is created by man. They're genetic fucking freaks. Bulldogs can't even give birth without help. You understand that? You understand what I'm saying?
I didn't know that.
French bulldogs are all 100%
What do you mean
cesarean.
without help? Like encouragement?
No,
Like
they gotta
Lamas?
cut it open. Their heads are too big. Their freakish heads are too big. We've bred these poor
So
creatures.
French bulldogs gotta have C-sections?
Yeah, we've taken man's best friend and we've turned them into grotesques.
Grotesque.
For your amusement and for everybody. Yeah.
Are bulldogs unintelligent? It's well known that bulldogs suffer from a variety of physical ailments that make them particularly unhealthy, and that many are unfortunate byproducts of breeding to the extremes of the same physical features that win them prizes and acclaim.
I dated a girl who had a bulldog. I was at the house one day and the dog's tear duct popped out. It was a fucking red. It's called cherry eye. It just rolled out of its eye and it was just hanging there, a teardrop. I'm like, what are we gonna do about this?
Stop with the bulldogs.
Yeah.
If you're watching bulldog breeders, and we know that you are, you gotta stop with this
It's
stuff.
not. It's all breeds and breeding and stuff like that.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Westminster Dog Show.
Yeah.
The Super Bowl for dogs.
Yeah.
Is there a cat equivalent?
Oh yeah, I've been to it
What is it?
at the Javits. I think it's like the Westminster Cat Show. There's the Javits Center has a whole. I've gone.
Why have I never heard of the Westminster Cat Show, though?
All right.
No, that's it. Isn't that fake? Is that real?
This definitely. I'm telling you, I was
What about going to the park with your dog? What about going on a walk with your dog
You can
on
do
a
it, cats.
leash?
You can do it, cats. You gotta train them to do that, but you can do that. It's not as natural to them.
Right, a cat's
Yeah.
not going to walk with you on a leash around the supermarket.
You remember when we were in the Rainbow? What is it, the Rainbow Bar?
People trying to walk their cats.
No, like remember there was that guy. It was the Rainbow in L.A.
Rainbow Room or
The Rainbow Room. It's the rock club with
Yeah,
Guns N'
yeah,
Roses.
yeah.
Fucked all those girls. There was a guy there with a cat on his shoulder. Remember, with long hair, and he invited us to his house to go to his party, and we said no. Do you not remember this?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and we were like no, and then
It
later
was
on,
a cat, not a lizard?
it was a cat. He had a cat that lived on his
what
shoulder.
Lemmy from Motorhead used to, that was it, right?
But we said no because we were like, who's this fucking weird dude? And then we later found out he was like a multimillionaire who threw parties with models and shit up at the houses. And getting invited to the house was kind of a big deal, and we just fucking blew it off. But that guy was living his best life with a cat like on his shoulder, you know?
Yeah. All right. Well, let's go to the polls. Let's go to the phones. Pimp.
Yeah, I think that you're coasting on a reputation that dogs have.
Well, this is going to be a heated battle because
It didn't really. Yeah.
people love you're a cat lover, you're a dog lover, or both.
Yeah.
But I think that I really don't know where the tides.
Well, just the problem is like you really have ignorance, really, because you don't own a dog and you don't own a cat.
I've owned dogs in my life.
Sure, but you haven't owned a cat.
No.
And
But
when was the last time you owned a dog?
Well, I have peripheral dogs. But the last time I owned,
Yeah.
lived in the house with one, it's been quite some time.
So it's
20
like
years.
I mean, you come at me with cliches and assumptions, and you're not really coming at me with anything. Like I'm giving you like specific examples, and you're just giving me like, you know.
I'm giving you
Watch an
what
episode of Garfield once.
what I've gleaned and culled about a cat's reputation and my experience with cats over my life.
Yeah, but you've been around my cats. You even said Chessie when he was sitting over the quarantine. Chessie was like just sitting on that counter by us, and you were like, "God, it's actually kind of cool that the cat's just sitting there like that."
It is, but I am afraid of cats. That's the bottom line. I'm afraid of them.
Yeah.
They're just too unpredictable for me. I feel like
They're not.
at any moment they'll, because I don't like sharp objects, and they have claws and they have those teeth, and I don't know.
But don't you think that this is very specific to you, and you should be painting like an entire species?
Well, there are people that don't like cats, and we all seem to fall in the same buckets of reasoning. The masses, you know.
Who?
The people at large.
Who doesn't like cats?
The non-cat lovers, you know.
Who?
Like, I mean, we're gonna see the contingent soon. I don't know if there's more. I gotta believe that dogs have better PR than cats, so I think that dogs might have been the favorite in this battle.
I'm not here to even win this. I'm here to let you know and to let these people know who might not be cat people that cats have the same breadth of personality and affection and intelligence as dogs do. You are presenting as if they all act the same and they're all do the same. I'm telling you, they are not.
Okay.
They are
All
grateful. They are fun. Some will play, some will never play. It's across the board.
I feel like more times than not, I hear people having to defend a cat than people knowing that about cats. Why is that?
Because that's insecurity. On cat owners' parts.
All right,
Yeah,
we're going to go to the phones. Dogs versus cats. To eat or as a pet? We just read a bunch of funny comments. We pick one, we retweet them, we call them out. We didn't do any chance.
Oh, we didn't do any chance.
If DeRosa knew. By the way, did you see my reaction just now? It was way, way, way dramatic.
It was cartoonish. I liked it.
Yeah.
What's the chance?
So, all right. So DeRosa, all right, real quick before we go to the phones. DeRosa comes in one day and he goes, I was thinking, and I'd like to do these chants to start off the show. Yeah. And it's the very first sentence. He goes, "Hey everybody, it's the Taste Buds, welcome to Taste Buds, and we are here for TASTE Buds." So we say that to start it. And then before we begin, because he gets so heated sometimes, and he doesn't.
Joe does this?
Yes, he doesn't know. Like sometimes we've had such big fights that he leaves and he's like, "Are we good?" And I'm like, "Dude, we're just doing the podcast." And he's like, "Well, I've been." He goes, "I've been walking around with this." He goes, "My mom saw last week's episode and she asked me if we actually didn't like each other." He goes, "Are you feeling that?" And I go, "No, dude, I leave it when we stop. I leave it." I go, "You pissed me off during it."
Right.
So he started doing this thing. All right. He goes, "All right, I've been doing this all week. This is what we're gonna do from now on." So before we start the show, we go, "It's time for TASTE."
Yeah.
Buds. We pause. Then right before we start, we put the mics down.
Yeah.
And we hold each other's arms and we go like this 3 times. No matter what happens, I love you. No matter what happens, I love you. No matter what happens, I love you. And then we
it's
talk.
Fun.
I liked it. Then we talk a little bit, and then when he's ready to kick off the episode, he goes, "All right, it's time for BATTLE Buds, Battle Buds." And then, so all right, that was kind of like me backing, me prorating.
Got it. Okay.
Because we didn't do it.
Well, we don't need it. Like we.
Yeah.
I don't.
But people come to love it. It was polarizing in the beginning. People were like, "Stop with the chants," and now people are like, "Can we get the chants on shirts?"
Do you find that there's different audiences between Taste Buds and Hey Babe?
There's an event diagram. There's a lot of crossover, but there's also, I call it like 25, 50, 25.
Got it. Okay.
You know.
Got it.
Yeah.
Right.
Like no pressure. 50%, and then you have people that there might be an occasional watchers, but like the hardcores. There's definitely people that watch one and don't watch the other.
Because I could see people being put off by Joe.
I didn't see that coming. Joe sees it too.
Yeah, I love the guy. I mean, I haven't known Joe that long, but me and him became such quick, fast friends.
Yeah.
Which is very difficult to do with me at this point in my life. It's because of his inherent he's like sourness.
He's like a Peanuts character.
Yeah, he is.
Right. That's the best way to describe him, isn't he?
Yeah.
Who's the guy that walks around with a cloud over him all the time? Riff Raff? No.
Oh, that's
Pigpen?
Pigpen. Yeah,
he's a cross between Pigpen and another guy that like needs the blanket or whatever.
Linus. Linus.
Yeah.
I always think of him as a young Larry David.
Yeah, that too. He can be described in a lot of ways. The thing is, you either go in full bore and you got to accept him for everything.
Right.
All his foils and toils. You got to accept all of it, and then you become a fan of all of it.
Yes.
You have to become a fan of all of it, because if you don't like half of it, you're going to be like, I don't know if I could take DeRosa.
Yeah.
But when you get on board for the whole picture of DeRosa,
awesome.
then you all of a sudden you're in a different seat. You're like, oh, I'm here for all of it.
My favorite part of Atlantic City was you had everyone boo DeRosa.
Oh yeah, at the end on
amazing.
stage. Yeah, I there's something about him that I just like. I don't know, man. I don't
great.
really
He's also
have that experience with too many people these days. I'm like a fucking guy.
He will talk about a topic ad nauseum, which I love.
Yeah.
He'll sit there and debate it with you. Now, that's how this was born out of. You know how me and you used to be with electronics?
Yeah,
and our weekly trips to Best Buy?
Right.
Oh, we used to never make a major purchase without calling each other for a full consultation. Yeah. There was like a cutoff, about a number cutoff. If you're spending like more than like $100, $200, we used to get on the phone and say,
full work
this
down.
is why I want it. You ever see people call Sue Zorman? You know Susie Orman, Suze Orman. She's like the political analyst. She's that lady with like that mom cut.
Oh, yeah,
And so people
yeah.
call her on the phone, and she takes it. She goes, they go, I want to buy an ATV. I'm 35 years old. I make $65,000 a year. I have $20,000 in the bank,
Yeah.
and I'm $6,000 in debt. And then she like fucking Rain Man
Breaks it all down.
And then she goes, guess what? You can't buy it. I'm addicted to her. That's how we used to be with each other. But
Yeah. I actually had, me and Joe went out drinking about 2 weeks ago. That one day we were supposed to go to lunch. We ended up drinking till 10 o'clock at night. And I had to say to him at least twice, I had to go, I'm not Sal. Stop screaming at me. Because you'll be talking about nothing, and he'll try to turn it into a full-on war. And I'll be like, we're not recording. I'm not Sal. Like, not everything has to be this at each other thing.
I know. And then every like dozen days, you got to talk him off a ledge. It's great. but it's great. It really is great. He's also one of the most considerate, kind, thoughtful friends I have.
Great
Really,
guy.
legitimately. Anyway, but yeah, you came to Atlantic City. That's what you don't know if you're missing. If you're not coming to see me live, this past weekend I was in Boston and the Borgata in Atlantic City, and Q and Joe were surprise guests at the end. They came out on stage. So you never know what's going to happen. My tour is on sale right now, salvulcanocomedy.com. We are adding shows, second shows. I just found this out. We're adding second shows in Madison and Chicago. And last week we added shows in Pittsburgh and Jesus Christ, I can't remember. Pittsburgh and Detroit and Albany.
Yeah.
So we've added second shows in all those, and they're on sale now, and everything's going great. And Connecticut. But I got to be honest, LA, you got to step up. All right.
LA's always been a tough market.
Yeah,
for us.
LA
I wonder why.
up.
Except for that one.
And DC's weird right now. Tyson's Virgin.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, we're on good pace, but all these other people, we're selling out. You guys don't get that reputation.
Yeah. There was a point where we swore we'd never play LA again, and then we did the Greek, and it was
It's wonderful.
that was my favorite show.
That was the
we've ever
turnaround
done.
show.
Yeah, that was the turnaround in LA.
Yeah. Let's see. Cats are very scary. Even the ones that look kind would rip your eyes out of your skull in a heartbeat.
Well, that's not true.
Okay.
Well, no, not
But
okay.
She believes it. I believe it.
No, she's stating but it's not true.
All right. God forbid you're being burgled and things get hairy. A dog would lay its life on the line. Meanwhile, a cat would be like, this is between the two of you. I love that.
We just saw a cat fight to the death to save.
You can throw that picture up. Gee, I wonder which side Sal's on.
That was a good day
So
for me.
I hate cats so much. If you don't know, if you don't watch Jokers or you haven't seen that episode, they chained me down. It was retaliation because we chained you down and put tarantulas on you. They chained me down and put cats on me, and I literally almost passed out.
This guy, dog. Oh my God, I've missed you. You're the best person ever, and I love you. Cat, fuck you, feed me. 100% not true. I will walk in my house, and if the second, all of them will do this, but I just keep going to Benjamin, lays an eye on me. The purring is so loud. So loud.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's not feed me because they have electronic feeders that open them when I'm not home.
All right, let's see. I can step on my dog's foot by accident. He's the one who acts sorry. I could treat my cat like royalty, and he'd make an attempt at my life while I'm sleeping. This is someone who owns both.
Yeah.
Also, more people are allergic to cats and dogs, and if you're allergic to dogs, there are hypoallergenic ones. We didn't even touch on allergies.
There's hypoallergenic cats.
My cat will shake the closet and clear her throat while I am sleeping. Cats are assholes. These are cat owners. Dog people call everyone their best friend. Cat people don't have friends. Cats.
That's not true, though.
But
somebody saying it on Twitter doesn't make it true.
Well, I'm looking for a cat. Positive cat. A cat. Dogs can tell a lot about people, but most dogs I know love everyone. But the bond of a cat and its person is ride or die. Cats, they're so chill. They're the perfect buddy to hang with. Have some catnip and dig into a nice watery can of tuna. Okay? Cats are those people you call friends, but really you just hang out at the same places.
Well, I would argue that that's a personality defect in that person.
Okay? I love my dogs so much, but I also love traveling, and having dogs really complicates that.
That I think is honestly the biggest difference between the cats.
Dogs are work, cats are not. I love cats. I really hope this is one big swerve and the guys go for the pick that everyone thinks they aren't going for.
So they wanted you to defend cats, but
couldn't-
that's not sincere.
Yeah, I can't do that. Got to side with Q on this one. You're all wrong for choosing dogs. I'm with Q on this one. Love you. I love cats. I love that cats come potty trained. I had a cat with
Right, there's that too.
I had a cat with autism once.
Yeah, think about that. That's a joke. Autism, autism. But that is an excellent point though. Like cats just know to shit in that box
Immediate?
unerringly.
How's that possible?
Because they want to bury it. So what they do is they look for the thing that
There's
they can
just
bury
something biological.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pimp, what are we at right now? Because I think we were going to try to shoot for
We're at an hour.
3. We're at an hour right now? Okay. All right, yeah, let's do it. Here we go. It's just a humble pie segment.
Yeah, I know you're gonna win. It's
I
always
don't know.
great
I don't know.
PR.
I honestly don't know.
I think it's gonna be closer than you think.
Oh, all right. If you think I'm going to win, there's got to be more than 4,700 votes, but definitely we've been doing this an hour. What? That doesn't sound right.
Wow, what's today?
We've never had under 15,000 votes. How's that possible? Oh, you know what it is? It also is a new polling system. They made me write what to choose in the body. I wonder if they changed the polling systems.
I don't know. Everything's updating.
Okay. All right. So here we go. I don't know. I truly don't know how this is going to go. I really don't. I don't. Because it stands to reason there are as many cat owners as dog owners. So cat lovers as dog.
I know, but I think the cats, I think that dog's just got better.
You think it's going to be close?
No.
No.
Yeah, maybe. I think
Under
it's going to go to dog.
Under 5%?
What do you mean?
55, 45?
10.
So, okay. So,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, under 5% would be 52, 5, 48. So you're saying it'll be within 55, 45.
Yeah.
A 10% spread. Let's do it. Whoa. Pimp, by the way, voted for cats. Just want to call that out.
Yeah.
I was not expecting this.
Yeah, my initial reaction was that.
It's a 3-to-1 ratio.
Yeah.
71.6% for dogs versus 28.4% for cats. I will tell you, I felt that dogs would be the favorite. I did not think it would be like that. I just felt people would rep the cats and dogs would rep dogs, and it was about even.
Yeah, I think that people, Americans especially, just like feeling good about themselves, like subservient creatures that they could boss around and makes them feel like they're special.
Okay.
I think Americans need that. I don't.
All right. When is this coming out, Pimp?
Monday.
Monday. Okay. So I just have a couple of plugs here.
Well, I'm sorry. I mean, we didn't really go. We didn't try and kill each other. I hope that
civilized conversation's fine too. A good discourse, good points being made on both sides.
Okay.
A lot of laughs.
You took a couple shots.
Yeah, I know, but I can never be.
It's not
mean
your
to
disposition.
Yeah.
No, but it's not about being mean.
I could like.
Yeah, Joe is just that's his
I
square
love
one.
him so much. It's hard for me to like do anything against Sal. I do.
No, it's all good. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. Me and Joe couldn't do this one. So, so Chris D and I, you already know this. We tell you all the time, but you probably even saw it at the beginning of this podcast. So you already know of it. So 26th to the 31st, we're on the road in Texas, Missouri, and Ohio. Tickets are on sale right now at chrisdcomedy.com or salvolcanocomedy.com. That's the week after Christmas. Get us his Christmas gifts. Come see us. If Cincinnati sells out, we're going out with the crowd afterward. And then salvolcanocomedy.com. I'm adding dates all the time. And yes, Madison and what did I say? Madison and Albany, Pittsburgh, Detroit added second shows, and as of today, we found out Madison, Chicago. Come see me at the Vic. All right. This is what we say at the end. I still love you. I say I still love you, buddy. And then the person who lost says I love you too.
Okay.
I still love you, buddy.
I love you too.
Taste buds, they coming to the mic, talking about the food they hate, talking about the food they like. Two fools gonna fight, but only one food can be right. Taste buds, man, yeah, they coming to the mic, I'm talking taste buds.